Stop whatever you're doing, because hip-hop has just entered a new chapter in the legacy of King Von, and everybody is losing their minds. For months, whispers kept swirling about what really went down the night Von was taken from us. But tonight, everything flips. King Von's sister, Asia, finally breaks her silence, and the truth is more explosive than anyone could imagine. She goes live, voice shaking but eyes blazing with determination. What she drops next sends the internet into meltdown. Did she actually know about the second shooter the whole time? Why stay quiet? Fans can't believe it. The family is split down the middle, emotions boiling over. Social media ignites with accusations, tears, and non-stop calls for justice. Some call her brave. Others claim it's too late. But no one can deny this story is about to rewrite everything you thought you knew. From secret calls to chilling threats and family betrayals, Asia's confession rips open wounds the streets tried to bury. Strap in, because by the time this video ends, you'll be questioning everything and won't want to miss a single second of what she has to say. This is the raw truth behind the silence, and it's about to shake the entire culture. The night Asia finally spoke her truth, the energy in Chicago shifted. It felt like the city itself was holding its breath. Like all major moments now, it began with a single notification. Asia went live. Within minutes, thousands flooded the feed. Hearts and angry emojis shot up the screen. Everyone waited for her to finally speak the words hanging for months. She sat in her room, lights low, rocking a King Von hoodie tight around her shoulders. Her hands trembled as she stared into her reflection on the screen. But when she spoke, her voice cut sharp through the silence. "I can't hold this in anymore," she declared, eyes wet but burning. "Everybody thinks they know what happened to my brother, but y'all don't know half of it." Instantly, the live blew up. Comments poured in, "We love you, Asia. Drop the names. Don't be scared." Her phone lit up nonstop with texts from family, friends, even strangers. Her own mother tried calling midstream, but Asia ignored it. This was her moment. She rewound it all, the hours before Von was shot. "That night, Von called me. He never sounded scared, but this time he was different. He said, 'If anything happens, look out for Mom.'" Tears filled her eyes. "He always looked out for us, but I didn't realize what he meant until it was too late." She explained that the rumors of a second shooter weren't rumors at all. "When it all went down, I got a call from someone right there. They told me plain. There was another shooter. Somebody nobody's naming." The comments exploded. "Who was it? Say it. Don't hold back." But Asia hesitated. "If I tell what I know, I put my family in danger," she whispered. "I stayed quiet because I was terrified for my mom, our cousins, everybody who loves Vaughn." The streets answered immediately. Outside, crowds gathered at Vaughn's murals, candles flickering, tension rising. Some prayed, some argued, others demanded vengeance. The family tore in half. Vaughn's cousin Dre posted an angry story. "We told her to stay quiet. Now she wanna go live for clout." Meanwhile, Vaughn's longtime friend Trey begged her in the comments, "Don't do this, Asia. Not like this." But Asia refused to back down. "This ain't about clout," she said, voice trembling with rage. "This is about justice for Vaughn. For every soul that never got justice. I can't sleep hiding this." Flashbacks haunted her. The phone ringing at 2 a.m., her mother's panicked voice, the chaos in the hospital as family members screamed at each other. It was a nightmare. Everyone blaming someone else. Some blamed Vaughn's lifestyle, some pointed at his friends, others blamed the city itself. Asia remembered her aunt clutching her arm, crying, "Don't say nothing, baby. It'll only get worse." But her silence turned into a crushing weight. I kept asking myself, who benefits if I stay quiet? Vaughn was more than just a rapper. He wasn't just a rapper. He was a brother, a father, and a friend to countless people. Asia described her sleepless nights, haunting nightmares, and the crushing weight of secrets on her chest. Sometimes silence is louder than words. But tonight, I can't stay quiet anymore. She leaned closer to the camera, her expression firm. "Yeah, I heard about the second shooter. I know exactly who it is. But I can't drop their name yet, not until my family is safe. She warned that there were people out there willing to do anything to bury the truth. The chat went wild again. Some begged her to stay safe. Others demanded names immediately. Across Chicago, the live streamed everywhere, barbershops, cars, even corner stores. Everyone had something to say. Old friends from Vaughn's childhood were calling each other in shock. Yo, did you hear what Asia just said? One whispered, she's gonna get herself hurt. Another argued, she's doing what Vaughn would have done. He always stood for truth. As the live continued, Asia revealed more. The police know more than they admit. Everybody's protecting somebody, she said. She recalled how Vaughn himself had warned her, even naming people he didn't trust in their last call. I wish I listened harder, she sobbed. I wish I did more. The family group chat blew up. Cousins fighting, aunts demanding she shut it down, uncles swearing to protect her. The family was split, some furious at her risk, others quietly proud of her bravery. At one point, Vaughn's mother called in desperation. Asia, please don't let them use you.
Come home.
But Asia just shook her head. I'm sorry, Mama. This is bigger than us. Suddenly, new drama erupted. Screenshots leaked of DMs from Vaughn's crew, warning Asia to stop. One read, "Don't make this worse. Streets are watching." She read it live, her hands trembling. They want me scared, but I'm done being scared. Vaughn died because people stayed quiet. By the end, Asia's cheeks were soaked in tears, yet her face looked lighter, relieved. I know you'll want more, but right now I gotta protect my family. Just know, I'm not done. The truth's coming one way or another. When the live ended, the internet went nuclear. YouTube lit up with instant reactions. Blogs splashed side-by-side photos of Asia and Vaughn, calling her Sister of Silence, no more. Fans stormed Twitter, torn between mourning and demanding justice. By morning, Chicago felt on edge. Nobody could stop talking about her confession. Radio stations replayed the stream word for word, while podcasts broke down every detail. At murals of Vaughn, debates replaced candles. Some praised Asia as fearless, others said she was reckless, but everyone admitted her words had changed the game. The family's group chat was a battlefield. Vaughn's Uncle Terry blasted in all caps, Asia must be protected at all costs. But Cousin Dre clapped back, this is gonna get someone killed. She needs to think before talking. The family's pain only cut deeper. Asia spent the morning hiding, phone buzzing with texts, threats, and pleas. I did what I had to do, she whispered, clutching a worn photo of Vaughn. But the outside world had already taken sides. One of Vaughn's oldest friends, Trey, went live with tears in his eyes. I ain't mad at her. Vaughn always said if something happened, the truth had to come out. But the streets ain't safe right now. His words went viral, blasted on every hip-hop page. Trey's live was cut off by a call, his mother scared for him. Don't get involved, baby. We already lost Vaughn. A chilling reminder of how deep the scars ran. Hours later, rumors spread, possible names of a second shooter, blurry footage, even whispers of police cover-ups. Others accused Asia of lying for clout, but her defenders hit back. Her best friend posted, Asia never lies about family. Y'all just scared of the truth. Emotions ran wild. Soon, #Justice for Vaughn was trending again, fans demanding answers, accountability, justice. And Asia's live had already traveled beyond Chicago. Media from Atlanta to New York aired her words, speculating what comes next. Even rap heavyweights like Lil Durk and Meek Mill jumped in with cryptic tweets. Some secrets worth dying for, Durk wrote. Meek added, stand on your truth, no matter the cost. The culture was torn apart. Was Asia now a hero, or had she just made herself a target? Then came an unexpected twist from Vaughn's former manager, Dave. He left Asia a voicemail that quickly leaked. Look, you did what you had to do. But don't trust anyone, not even me. The industry feeds on tragedy, and people will use you. The internet went wild. Fans were stunned. Was this bigger than just the streets? Was there a higher hand silencing Asia? By noon, Police issued a vague statement. The investigation is ongoing. We urge witnesses to step forward. But hip-hop blogs weren't buying it. Headlines mocked. Why now? Only after Asia speaks. Even as officials tried to spin the narrative, Asia's words spread like wildfire, sparking protests outside the station. Crowds held "Truth for Vaughn" posters, chanting for justice while emotions raged. Asia herself felt the fallout, barely eating, jumping at knocks, sleeping with lights on. Her best friend stayed by her side, scrolling through threatening DMs and worried texts. Sobbing, she told Asia, "If anything happens to you, I'll never forgive myself." Asia hugged her tight, whispering, "I had to. Vaughn would have wanted this." The chaos shook the industry too. A top Chicago DJ played Vaughn's tracks for an hour straight before speaking live. "We're tired of losing kings and queens to streets and silence." Asia's bravery is the wake-up call. Somebody knows something. Callers poured in, some crying, some furious, others simply terrified. One woman confessed, "My brother was murdered too. Nobody ever spoke. I'm proud of Asia." Still, rival crews posted threats. "Stay in your lane." Police boosted patrols around Asia's block. Vaughn's mother begged her to leave the city, but Asia refused. "If I run now, I'll run forever." Vaughn never ran. I won't either. Then came a chilling leak, a voice note from someone close to the alleged second shooter. "She knows too much. She'd better stay quiet if she knows what's good for her." It was everywhere: blogs, fan pages, gossip sites. Fans panicked, demanding protection. But Asia stood firm. In a text to a journalist, she wrote, "I'm not scared anymore. I want my brother's truth told." The journalist posted it with her blessing, and it went instantly viral. As night fell, tension was unbearable. Would Asia finally reveal the name? Would her family unite or fracture forever? Most of all, was she safe? The silence around her bombshell felt heavier by the hour. But one thing was clear: her voice could not be buried. The truth was loose, impossible to cage. By the third night, Asia's saga had transcended hip-hop, splashed across CNN and the Shade Room. Chicago buzzed on street corners, basketball courts, even churches. Everyone whispered the same question. What's Asia's next move? And is she safe? She hadn't slept. Phone lighting up non-stop with threats, love messages, news crews at her doorstep. One cousin stormed in clutching a baseball bat. "They're looking for you on Twitter. You need to leave now." But Asia stood her ground. "I'm done running. Let them come." The family splintered further. Her mother prayed out loud in the kitchen. Uncles shouted over solutions. Aunts begged her to hide, while cousins ghosted the family chat. Vaughn's best friend Trey tried to calm the storm, posting a video. "We never wanted it this far, but truth always comes out. We just gotta live with it." Fans gasped when Asia suddenly went live again. On her porch, raw-faced, flanked by cousins and her bestie. "I know I scared people. I know y'all think I'm reckless. But I promised Vaughn I'd never let the truth die." Over 100,000 viewers piled in. Some sent hearts, others begged her to get inside. Trolls hurled hate. She ignored it all. She shared a haunting memory, Vaughn's last birthday. He hugged me, looked me in the eye, and said, "Sis, you're the only one I trust." I didn't realize how heavy that was till now. I let him down once. I won't again. Midstream, news broke of a break-in at her aunt's house. Windows smashed, nothing stolen, just a warning. "Stop talking." Her voice trembled, but she pressed on. "See? That's exactly what I mean. They want me scared. But every scare tactic makes me louder." Meanwhile, hip-hop imploded. Lil Durk tweeted, "Praying for Asia. Real ones know the truth." Meek Mill posted, "When you've got nothing to lose, you speak with your whole heart." Even rivals slid into her DMs, urging caution and whispering what they'd heard. Rumors swirled. The second shooter tied to a larger gang. Police finally cornered. Industry whispers louder. Charlemagne the God dedicated a whole Breakfast Club segment. Complex and academics dropped back-to-back specials. Fans dissected Vaughn's music, realizing he'd been dropping warnings all along. "He told us in his songs," one tweeted. "We just weren't listening." Then came the breaking point. Asia's live suddenly froze, phone buzzing from a private number, cousins panicking as dark cars circled the block. The stream went black. Panic swept socials. Is Asia safe? Where's Asia? Hashtag Protect Asia. An hour later, her best friend surfaced in a quick video, teary but smiling. She's safe. With family, but it's real out here. The next morning, for the first time, the family stood united. On the porch, Asia, her mother, Trey, aunts, and uncles stood shoulder to shoulder. Her mother spoke firmly. "We want justice for Vaughn, but we want peace too. This city needs healing, not more blood." Major outlets streamed it live. Some hailed them heroes, others called it reckless. But no one denied the city had changed forever. And then, the twist. That night, an anonymous email hit a top journalist's inbox. Attached was crystal-clear security footage of the night Vaughn was killed. The image was undeniable. A second shooter, face half-masked, fleeing the scene. The journalist dropped it online. Chaos erupted. Police, finally cornered, had to act. Warrants flew. Raids began, and the city pulsed with both relief and grief. At last, a step toward closure, but at a devastating cost. The story consumed the news cycle. Asia was hailed as a hero by some, condemned as a snitch by others, but her bravery was undeniable. Threats and offers poured in: book deals, interviews, documentaries. Vaughn's legacy was rewritten forever. No longer just the tale of a fallen rapper, but the story of what happens when one voice refuses to be silenced. As the dust finally settled, the culture stood divided. But one thing was undeniable: Asia's truth had unleashed a chain reaction nobody could stop. Vaughn's music echoed everywhere: corner stores, cars, parties, his voice haunting the city he once ruled. "This is for you, big bro," Asia posted. "We did it." Now the world waits, holding its breath. Will the city find healing, or will old wounds rip open again? Only time will tell. That's how one woman's courage rewrote everything we thought we knew about King Vaughn's final chapter. Asia's decision to speak didn't just shake her family, it sent tremors through Chicago, the rap game, and fans worldwide. Emotions peaked, alliances crumbled, and families split. But one truth remained. Once someone dares to speak, there's no silencing them again. The city has changed. The culture has changed. And Vaughn's legacy is now bound forever to the power of truth, even when the cost is everything. But now we turn to you. Did Asia do the right thing stepping forward? Or did she put her family in more danger? Was the truth worth this pain? Should the streets have handled it? Or was justice long overdue? Are you one of the fans who feel relief? Or are you shocked it took this long for answers? Do you believe this brings closure? Or is the chaos only beginning? We want your rawest thoughts, hottest takes, and boldest theories. Who do you think the second shooter really was? Did Vaughn hide messages in his music this whole time? And if you were in Asia's shoes, would you risk it all for the truth? Drop your comments now. We're watching, and the best ones get featured. For more raw rap stories, hip-hop scandals, and family drama, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a drop. Because in hip-hop, secrets never stay buried. And the next chapter? It could be even crazier. Stay locked in, stay safe, and tell us, whose side are you on? The story isn't over until you decide it.